Most people believe they're rational. They believe their opinions come from facts, evidence, and logic. But psychology shows something very different. Many of our beliefs do not come from truth. They come from comfort, from identity, from emotion, and sometimes from fear. When a belief feels good or protects our sense of self, the brain holds on to it tightly, even when the evidence says something else. This is why two people can look at the same information and reach completely different conclusions. Not because one person is smarter, but because the brain does not always search for truth. Sometimes it searches for confirmation. The human brain hates uncertainty. Uncertainty feels uncomfortable. It feels like danger. When the brain feels uncertain, it tries to reduce that discomfort as quickly as possible. Beliefs help us do that. A belief creates a feeling of stability. It tells the brain, I understand the world. This feeling is powerful. Once a belief forms, the brain prefers to protect it rather than question it, because questioning it would reopen uncertainty, and the brain does not like that. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. Confirmation bias means we search for information that supports what we already believe, and we ignore information that challenges it. Imagine someone believes that people cannot be trusted. When someone lies, that belief becomes stronger, but when someone acts honestly, the brain often dismisses it. It says, that was just an exception. Over time, the belief becomes stronger and stronger, even if reality is more complex. Many beliefs become part of our identity. They're not just ideas, they become part of who we are. For example, political beliefs, cultural beliefs, religious beliefs, personal values. When a belief becomes identity, challenging that belief feels like a personal attack. The brain reacts emotionally, not logically. Instead of asking, no, is this true? The brain asks, am I being threatened? Our emotional brain reacts faster than our logical brain. This part of the brain, often called the limbic system, is responsible for feelings like fear, anger, and attachment. When a belief is challenged, the emotional brain can activate quickly. It can create defensiveness, frustration, or denial. Only later does the logical brain try to evaluate the situation, but by that point, emotion may already be in control. Beliefs are also shaped by the people around us. Humans are social creatures. We want to belong. When the people around us share certain beliefs, the brain feels pressure to agree. Agreeing creates connection. Disagreeing creates tension. Because of this, many beliefs are reinforced by groups, families, friends, communities. Over time, group beliefs can feel like obvious truth, even when they are not examined closely. Repetition has a powerful effect on belief. When the brain hears the same idea again and again, it begins to feel familiar, and the brain often mistakes familiarity for truth. Psychologists call this the illusion of truth effect. The more often something is repeated, the more believable it becomes, even if the information is not accurate. This is why repeated messages can influence opinions over time. Some beliefs exist to protect self-esteem. If someone fails, the brain may create explanations that protect identity. For example, it wasn't my fault. The system is unfair. They just don't understand me. Sometimes these explanations are true, but sometimes they are emotional defenses. They help the brain avoid painful feelings like shame or inadequacy. Reality is complex, but the brain prefers simple stories. A simple explanation feels easier to understand. It feels more satisfying. When information is confusing or overwhelming, the brain often chooses the explanation that feels the most clear, even if that explanation is incomplete. This is why simple narratives spread easily. They reduce mental effort. Fear can strongly influence belief. When people feel threatened, they search for explanations that reduce that fear. Sometimes those explanations are accurate. Other times they simply provide emotional relief. Fear narrows attention. It makes the brain focus on protecting itself rather than exploring possibilities. In this state, beliefs can become very rigid. Modern technology has changed how beliefs spread. Online platforms often show people content similar to what they already like. This creates what psychologists call an echo chamber. Inside an echo chamber, people mostly hear ideas that support their current beliefs. Opposing viewpoints become rare. Over time, beliefs can become stronger and more extreme, not because the evidence changed, but because exposure became limited. Many people assume that intelligent individuals are immune to biased thinking, but research shows this is not true. Smart people can also believe what they want to believe. In fact, intelligence can sometimes make this bias stronger. Because intelligent people are better at defending their beliefs, they can construct more complex arguments. But the motivation behind those arguments may still be emotional. Holding beliefs too tightly can create problems, it can block learning, it can damage relationships, it can prevent growth. When someone refuses to question their beliefs, conversations become arguments, curiosity disappears, and understanding becomes difficult. Healthy thinking requires flexibility, the ability to adjust beliefs when new evidence appears. When people encounter information that conflicts with their beliefs, they experience something called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance feels uncomfortable, it creates mental tension. To reduce that tension, the brain may reject the new information or reinterpret it in a way that protects the original belief. This process often happens automatically, without conscious awareness. Curiosity and certainty cannot exist at the same time. Certainty says, I already know. Curiosity says, I might be wrong. Curiosity requires humility. It requires the willingness to explore new ideas. People who value curiosity tend to update their beliefs more often, not because they are weak, but because they prioritize learning. Questioning beliefs does not mean abandoning them. It means examining them. It means asking, why do I believe this? What evidence supports it? What evidence challenges it? This process strengthens thinking. It creates more accurate understanding of the world. Intellectual humility means accepting that we may not always be right. It does not mean lacking confidence. It means recognizing the limits of our knowledge. People who practice intellectual humility tend to learn faster. They adapt more easily. They listen more carefully, and they become better thinkers. Believing what we want to believe is part of being human. The brain seeks comfort, identity, and certainty, but growth happens when we allow our beliefs to evolve. When we question our assumptions, when we remain curious, truth is not always comfortable, but understanding the way our minds work can help us move closer to it. And that understanding begins with one simple question: what if I'm wrong?
Support the channel, hit the like and subscribe button.